As you can see, we're getting a little snow. It's about up to my knees. I can't walk. But this is my destination. And I am on the hunt for items for my potager garden. And I'm sure we can find something in there. Let's go looking. So this barn has been in this family for 3 generations. And this isn't my family, this is Tim's family. So it's survived the Depression. You know, people lived through the Depression, lived through war times. And you know, people who live through such times save everything. So we're gonna go in here and look for stuff for my potager garden that I wanna do. Let's get in here. Oh boy, there's a big drift in front of the door. I'm looking for a couple things. Now, potager garden, for those of you who don't know, is a garden that is productive as it is beautiful. And it's always kind of characterized by, you know, very well-defined beds and little statues and things sitting around just to kind of drive interest. And what better way to drive some interest from a farm than to find some farm things. So I'm looking for a couple things. I'm looking for a bed frame, so like a headboard, so I can do a garden bed, you know. And then I'm looking for some pots and bins and that kind of stuff for just to put some flowers in and stuff like that. I like that tipped over look, like you take something and tip it over like a pot or something and then plant the flowers so they look like they're spilling out of it. I like that look. So we're gonna look for that kind of stuff too. I also know there are some bikes somewhere. I don't know if they're in here, if they're in another building, but wouldn't it be cute to have a bike with a basket on it with some flowers growing out of it? I think that would be really cute. So let's see what we can find. In here, I turned the light on. They used to keep the cattle in here. So we're gonna go in here first. So I will tell you this. This family never threw anything away. And it has passed from generation to generation. So there is just stuff everywhere. Modern stuff, old-timey stuff, fishing stuff, tractor stuff. These tractors, Tim collects these tractors and it's like, oh, that one has an oil leak. I need to use it for parts. Look at this lamp. Everybody needs a lamp like that. So, compressors. And does this look familiar here? There is a Model A in here. Can you see it back there? You can just see the hood and the glass and the door handle. It's kind of hard to see because it's got stuff on it. So yeah, there's lots of stuff in here. Back in here is tons of furniture, like antique furniture. I don't know, can you see that back there? What's this white chest over here? Let me see if we can get over there. Oh, it looks like a dresser or a desk or something like that. Old lawn chairs everywhere. But we're looking for garden stuff. Well, look at this. It's a cart. You see that? Like a garden cart. Oh, I may have to borrow that. Stuff over here. Lots of doors way back there. There's a bunch of doors. Have you guys ever seen Some gardeners will take a bunch of old doors and they'll make like a fence out of them just to kind of make a feature fence. Have you ever seen that? I used to go buy one where I lived in southeastern Wisconsin, but I haven't seen anything like that here. If those are cool enough, that would be a cool feature in your garden. We'll have to remember that that's there. That's for a future episode. So let's move on. Ooh, look at this. I almost walked right by it. It says cranberries on it. Eat more cranberries. If you don't know, we live in central Wisconsin, and this area is there are cranberry bogs everywhere. As a matter of fact, there's one right next door. So you'll see a lot of cranberry stuff. There used to be cranberry bogs on the property, but they have since gotten rid of them. And that old thing. I don't think I could sneak that away. Oh, look at this. Do you see what I see? It's a milk jug. Now, wouldn't that be cute in the garden? I can picture that tipped over, like I said, with flowers spilling out of it. Okay, I'll mark where that one is. I don't think I'm going to be able to dig everything out today. So we're going to go upstairs. Stairway. It's dirty up here. So there's this level, and then you can go up another level. What's back in there? Oh my gosh. There's a sleigh back here. You guys probably can't see. Hold on. Oh, old sewing machine. Singer. I wonder if it still works. But this is a sleigh. Can you see that? Oh my gosh. What a shame. That is a shame. There's even a harness in there. Right there. Horse harness. Another metal box. Look at that. The harness is back there. Oh, what a shame. I always told Tim that I want a team of horses. I don't want riding horses. I want driving horses. Team of horses. Big, whatever. I don't care what breed they are. And I'm going to name one Bill and I'm going to name one Ted. Think I'll ever get them? I don't know. It sounds like a lot of work. But I've got a sleigh. Look at these old lamps. What do you think? Think I could do something with those old lamps? Okay. Across the catwalk. Let's see. Not too bad. Crunch, crunch. Ooh, this looks like a gold mine. Another basket, that won't work. A couple old tables. Those metal 40s? Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know what that is. It looks like a saw of some sort. What's back here? Oh, here's an Art Deco one. I'll repurpose one of those. What's in the... Oh, look at this thing in the back. Let's see if I can get through here. Got so many clothes on. It's hard to move. Remember these? Got a big handle on them. This looks like a old-time pooper scooper, but I bet it's something else. Oh, these would definitely use in the garden to wash produce. These were used for cranberries. Yep, they would put them in there and wash them off. Another box. Oh, look. This one even comes with a shovel. Look, 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 look. Perfect. Definitely going in the garden. Okay. Check on that one. An old garbage can. There's so many of these things sitting around. I don't know if they built them, because I know Tim's dad used to build a lot of stuff with wood. Oh, look here. Hazel. It's an old wood stove. Tim told me there was one of these in here. I want him to put together an outdoor kitchen for me, and I want to use a wood stove. Wouldn't that be fun? Yeah, see these, I know these are one of the ones his dad used to make. They're one of those tables like for when you're sitting outside. That's a bigger one. And then there's some smaller ones over here. See these? You see these in the store now, but they're plastic. And you just like straighten up the ends and then they go together. And then you have a little table, like a little side table. Oh, this, I don't know if you can tell. Maybe you can tell now. This is a buckboard seat. Well, we definitely need to get a buckboard together if Bill and Tom are gonna, did I say Tom or Ted? You know, my two horses. Look up there. Next to that with the snow on it is a whole harness set. So they had working horses here at one time, I imagine. What else? Everything's covered. Oh, look at that. Do you see what I see? Right there. See that? That looks like a pretty cool plant stand. I wonder if I can get back there. Oh, let's go see. Let's go see. Let's see what else we find along the way. Those old-timey school chairs. More of this stuff. Look at this old pot. Isn't that great? Oh, you know what would be cool? You see these all the time. Is you have these hanging and they're like pouring into something, and you have lights that hang from here and that goes down. Okay, definitely putting that on the list. That has Potager garden written all over it. This is, what are these? Windows? I bet they're windows. Boy, there's a lot of stuff up here. Like, if they ever took a door off and replaced it, they saved the door. That's what you did back then. Oh, here's another one. This is Hazel's relation. Liberty, it says. Wood stove. There's no holes in it. I wonder why it's up here. I don't think I can get to that plant stand. I'll have to crawl over stuff. It's way over there. So, oh, look what I see. I wonder how old that is. Hey, someone was asking $20 for it at one time. It's still got the light on it. Schwinn, I bet this was Tim's. It doesn't look that old. You know, I know that there was older bikes here, like 50s bikes. Uh-oh, here's another one of these. What's this? Sometimes I'm afraid to touch anything because you can like make everything collapse. This is a square one. Whoop, deer antlers in there. Lots of deer antlers. It's a shame that they're all in here. Okay, we'll put that one on the list. That's cool. Can't see anything else. This little thing is cool, isn't it? Not what's inside, but you see, that's kind of cool. You could, I don't know if you could do that. If you could hang something from it, what would you do with this? The chairs are cool too. You could set plants on them. Very cool. Well, think about those. Let me know if you have any good ideas. There's the back of that thing. I'm definitely going to get that out of here. Another basket, but that's only half of a basket. You know what might be cute is to cut the basket in half, and you could like put a plant up against the wall somehow, maybe put it on a little shelf and then put the basket around it so it looks like it's in the basket. That would be cool. And then there's another box. Bon Beverages Incorporated. Waukesha, Wisconsin. Hey, that's where I was from. That's where I moved from. That's funny. We definitely have to use that one. Look at the shutters. Is there just one here or two? What should I do with those? They're cool. I gotta think about that. I bet those lights still work. You know the old farmer saying, it worked when I put it there. I want to have that engraved on Tim's tombstone. It worked when I parked it here. Okay, should we go up one more? Look at all these old jugs. So we are very close to the top. This would be a hayloft here. But I know Tim walks through here all the time. Ugh. A lot of these things. What would you use these for in your garden? A little table maybe? Ooh, look at this. Can I get this out without everything falling? Definitely. Look at that. That is pretty cool. It's not real, you couldn't put a real heavy pot on it or anything. It's not real sturdy. You could probably stick the legs in the ground. Okay, that's definitely going in my garden. I still don't see any signs of a bed. Ooh, Potager gold right there. Look, there's all kinds of them in there. That's cool. Definitely going to put that on the list. Look what I see. Look what I see. Jenny Lind bed. Unfortunately, it's wood and not metal. But that's what I was looking for. And the footboard is there too. That's going to be a cool garden bed. You guys, that's so awesome. Look at the trikes. That would be cute too. Put a trike with a pot on the seat or something like that. You could put more like down here. Okay, there's some more stuff. Come here, Bottles, you gotta move. Can you see? I don't think you'll be able to make it out. This is like a table frame. All it needs is a top. That would be cool. Looks like it's metal. Looks like it's a little short. It's probably a bench maybe. Lots of possibilities. What should I use for a top? Yep, that's it for up here. All right, I'm gonna go downstairs. We got one more room to look at. So there's not gonna be much in here. See that tub back there, that square one? That I'm gonna use for washing vegetables. That's what his mom and dad used to use in their garden. Well, this would be fun. I always think Tim should donate one of his tractors to my garden. I'll see if I can talk him into it. Well, we found some Potager gold today. I'm really excited about the things I found. And I'm sure there's more. There's many more buildings here. So one of these days we'll go out and try to explore the other buildings. But this was a perfect thing to do on a day with a blizzard. It's just crazy because a week ago it was 70 degrees here. And a week from now it's supposed to be mid 50s. So welcome to spring in Wisconsin, right? That's what you have to deal with. So I'm really looking forward to having this be over with. But I'm really, really happy with the finds I found today. I just got to dig them out somehow. And then I'm going to have fun building my potager garden. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, give this a thumbs up. And until next time, everybody, happy gardening. Bye-bye. I don't want to go out there.